Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wanted to talk about all the fun, festive things about Christmas, but in Spanish? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to jump right into the essential words you need to know for the holiday season.
So, are you ready for Christmas in Spanish? We're going to cover everything. I'm talking decorations, delicious sweets, and all the super important dates on the holiday calendar. Let's do this. Vamos!
Okay, first things first, let's set the scene. I mean, you can't really have Christmas without all the beautiful decorations, right? So let's learn what they're called in Spanish.
The absolute centerpiece of it all is, of course, el árbol de Navidad. Let's try that one together. El árbol de Navidad. That's the Christmas tree. And it's usually just covered in all kinds of ornaments, or, as they say in Spanish, adornos.
And speaking of adornos, one of the most classic has got to be la bola de Navidad. Go ahead, give it a try. La bola de Navidad. Yep, these are those colorful, sparkly Christmas balls that just make the whole tree come to life.
Now, here's a word that is just as fun to say as it is to decorate with. El espumillón. This is your shiny, shimmering tinsel. Let's break it down. El espumillón. It's that festive, glittery ribbon you see draped all over Christmas trees.
Another thing you'll almost always see on the tree is la campana. La campana. You got it, the bell. You can almost hear those little jingle bells ringing just thinking about it, can't you?
And what do we put on the very, very top? La estrella. La estrella. This is the star that crowns the tree. You know, it's that final, perfect touch. But of course, the magic isn't just on the tree. To really light things up, you need las luces navideñas. Las luces navideñas. These are the Christmas lights that you see twinkling everywhere, on houses, along the streets, creating that amazing festive glow. So, once our tree is perfectly decorated and the lights are twinkling, what goes underneath it? Los regalos. Los regalos, the presents. They're all piled up right under the tree, just waiting to be opened.
Okay, next up is a really important cultural decoration, el Belén. El Belén. This is the nativity scene. It's this beautiful little setup with figures that tells the Christmas story. It's really a cornerstone of the celebration in so many Spanish-speaking homes.
All right, all this talk about decorating has kind of made me hungry. So let's move on to my favorite part, the totally delicious and traditional sweets you'll find during a Spanish Christmas. First on the list is el polvorón. Let's say it. El polvorón. This is a super traditional sweet made with really simple stuff, flour, lard, and sugar. But what's so special is its texture. It's incredibly crumbly and just melts in your mouth. Next on our little sweet tour is el mazapán. Mazapán. This is another total classic. It's a dense, yummy treat made mainly from almonds and egg, and you often see it shaped into all these cute little festive figures. And now, it's time for the undisputed king of Spanish Christmas sweets, el turrón. El turrón. Seriously, it's an absolute must-have during the holidays, and it actually comes in two main types. So the big question is, are you Team Duro or Team Blando? Turrón duro is the hard, crunchy kind. Think of a nougat brittle jam-packed with almonds. And then turrón blando is soft, with a smoother, almost chewy texture. Honestly, you gotta try both to really decide which one's your favorite. Okay, so we've decorated the house, we've sampled the sweets. Now let's get our calendars out for our final section, the key dates you need to know for the holiday season. The holiday season in Spain is more of a marathon than a sprint. It kicks off on December 24th with Nochebuena, which is Christmas Eve. That's followed by Dia de Navidad on the 25th. Then we jump to the 31st for Nochevieja, New Year's Eve, and of course, Año Nuevo on January 1st. But wait. It's not over yet. The party keeps going all the way to January 6th for Dia de Reyes, which is Three Kings Day. Now here's one of the biggest cultural differences, and it has to do with gifts. While some kids might get presents from Papa Noel, that's Santa Claus, on Christmas Day, the huge traditional main event is actually January 6th. That's the day Los Reyes Magos, the three wise men, arrive with their gifts. So for a lot of kids, the Christmas magic lasts even longer. And that brings us to the end of our little festive tour. We've covered decorations, sweets, and some really cool celebrations. So I'll just leave you with this to think about.
From the Belén to the turrón, which Spanish Christmas tradition do you like the most? Thanks so much for joining me, and Feliz Navidad!